You've probably been told your whole life that the key to a great day is a long night's sleep. But what if that's completely wrong? In this explainer, we're going to uncover why the real secret to feeling rested isn't about sleeping longer, but sleeping smarter.
I mean, sound familiar? It's the worst, right? You do everything you're supposed to, you get your 8 hours, but you still wake up feeling like you barely slept a wink. Well, it turns out there's a powerful scientific reason for that, and we're about to break it all down.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to bust the biggest myth about sleep. Then, we'll dive into some super practical hacks for your night and your morning. And finally, we're going to completely reframe how you think about rest for good.
All right, let's kick things off with the one idea that changes absolutely everything. You need to forget counting hours. Seriously, the only thing that actually matters is what your brain is doing while you're asleep.
This is a huge mental shift. We are obsessed with tracking hours in bed, but our brains, they just don't care about time. They track one thing and one thing only: completed sleep cycles. That is the real measure of recovery. Trust me, 5 perfectly completed cycles will leave you feeling way more restored than 8 fragmented, broken hours ever could.
So what are these cycles actually made of? Well, first up is deep sleep. You can think of this as your body's overnight maintenance crew. This is when your muscles get repaired, your immune system gets a major recharge, and growth hormone does its thing. It's pure physical restoration.
And then there's REM sleep. If deep sleep is for the body, REM is all for your mind. Think of it like mental housekeeping. Your brain is busy processing emotions, filing away important memories, and basically getting your creativity all fired up for tomorrow. You absolutely need both of these to wake up feeling sharp and ready to go.
And this is the critical point. When things like stress, or that late-night coffee, or even just the blue light from your phone screen interrupt your sleep, they're not just waking you up, they're shattering these delicate cycles. This is called fragmented sleep, and it's the #1 reason you can sleep for 8 hours and still feel like a zombie. Your body might have rested, but your mind never got the chance to fully recover.
Okay, so if the goal is to complete our sleep cycles, how do we actually do it? Well, the good news is, it's all about working with our biology, not fighting against it.
I want you to remember this number. Burn it into your brain. 90 minutes. That's roughly how long it takes to complete one full sleep cycle. From light sleep down into deep sleep, up into REM, and back out again. This isn't just some random number. It is the master key to unlocking your best sleep ever.
So instead of aiming for a vague 8 hours, start thinking in these 90-minute blocks. If you time your alarm to go off at the end of a cycle, say after 6 hours or 7.5 hours, your brain is in a very light stage of sleep, which makes waking up feel easy and natural. But if your alarm rips you awake in the middle of a deep sleep cycle, that's what causes that horrible, groggy feeling we all despise.
But the real power, the real game changer, comes from consistency. When you go to bed and wake up around the same time every single day, yep, even on weekends, you're training your brain's internal clock. Your brain learns the schedule and starts releasing that sleepy hormone, melatonin, right on cue. It makes falling asleep effortless and waking up refreshed a habit.
Now for a really powerful, practical technique to get your mind ready for rest. Your brain needs clear signals to switch off from a stressful day. And the 3-2-1 rule is probably the simplest way to send those signals loud and clear.
Okay, here's how the countdown works. It's so easy. 3 hours before bed, no more heavy meals or alcohol. Your body can't fully rest if your digestive system is still working overtime. 2 hours before bed, shut down all work. You have to give your brain a chance to switch out of that intense problem-solving mode. And the big one, 1 hour before bed, no more screens. The blue light from our devices literally tricks our brain into thinking it's still daytime, and it slams the brakes on melatonin production.
So why does this countdown work so darn well? It all comes down to your brain waves. See, during the day, your brain is humming along in a high-frequency beta state, alert, focused, ready to go. Think of it like a car in 5th gear. The 3-2-1 routine helps you downshift into a much calmer alpha state. That's the gear you need to be in to fall asleep. You're basically guiding your brain to the starting line of rest.
We've covered the night pretty well, but what you do the moment you wake up is just as important. It literally sets the tone for your energy levels for the entire day.
So here's a simple 10-minute protocol to just destroy that morning grogginess. First, get outside for direct sunlight, even if it's cloudy. This is the most powerful signal to your internal clock that, hey, the day has officially begun. Next, get some quick movement in. A few stretches, a quick walk around the block, just get your blood flowing. And finally, splash your face with some cold water. It sounds a little intense, I know, but it's like an instant jolt of alertness. And this isn't just about feeling awake. You're actually hacking your brain chemistry. That sunlight? Bam! It boosts serotonin, which improves your mood. The movement? That triggers dopamine, giving you motivation. And that shock of cold water? It releases norepinephrine, which is like a natural shot of adrenaline that just erases brain fog. You're creating your own energy cocktail, no caffeine required.
Okay, finally, let's tie all of this together with a super important mindset shift, because how you think about sleep can dramatically affect its quality. I want you to really let this sink in. We're taught to see sleep as unproductive downtime, maybe even a sign of weakness, but that is completely backwards. Sleep is an active, powerful process. It is your brain's dedicated recovery mode, and it is absolutely essential for high performance in every single area of your life. So the real question isn't just what you learned, but what you're going to do. You don't have to change everything all at once. Just pick one thing. Maybe tonight you'll try timing your alarm with a 90-minute cycle, or maybe you'll just commit to putting your phone away an hour earlier. What's the one small change you'll make tonight to finally start sleeping smarter?